I pozdrav nastavljamo točno tamo gdje smo stali.
First of all, Hilda, I'd like to thank you for all your hard work.
You're thanking me?
Yes. Believe it or not, I can be appreciative. Anyway, I was looking for you so I could give you something. Please, hand me your necklace. Don't worry, I'm just going to apply a magic sigil.
Okay.
There, done.
This sigil, what does it do?
Remember your first task? You retrieved the shifting stone. It's an essential item for constructing the conduit teleportation system, and now we can finally use it.
Teleport?
Your necklace is equipped with a memory feature. You should have felt it since you arrived here in Aphes. You can use the necklace to sense the conduit in the newly completed array, and then teleport to any conduit location stored in the necklace's memory.
So teleportation really is a thing. I can hardly believe it.
And the sigil I just added. It's stored a place you haven't yet been to in the necklace's memory. So, now we can go to Laurelcraft together.
Us? Laurelcraft?
Yes, there's a new objective there. I'll explain more when we arrive. Now you can use the power of teleportation in the shelter's conduit.
Šalter... Kako da se bre teleportujem?
Okay, just like Minerva said. Whoa, this is feeling weird.
Ok, sad napokon imamo fast travel.
All right, wow. So that's what teleportation feels like. The conduit is activating again.
Are you all right? How do you feel?
Yeah, smooth. No explosions.
Ah,
Why so surprised? Was I supposed to explode?
no. That's good.
So, where are we now?
The conduit outside Laurelcraft. You may have passed by here before, but you seem to have a lot of questions. Let's deal with them first.
What kind of place is this?
It's where we process and develop starite. After the stones have been cut, they're sent here and made into goods. Laurelcraft makes everything, from the starite you use, to the conduit cores that can be seen all over the city.
Is this the only Laurelcraft workshop?
No, there are many workshops to meet the needs of the city, but this is the biggest one.
Who manages such an important place?
Humanities and I are in charge. I think you probably already know that we're married.
Oh, well, I don't.
It's fine. I can tell you're curious about our relationship.
Yes.
I married Eumenides soon after I came of age. He owned the mine, and my family processed starite. Our marriage contributed to the development of the starite industry, and Laurel Craft drove the city's economy.
Sounds like you did a great job. How did it end up like this?
We can talk about that later. It's a long story.
What are we doing here?
The workshop was abandoned after the smiths and most of the starite were taken by Marble, leaving many blueprints and instruments abandoned. I really need a polarized light reader for analysis. If I can find one, I can verify my hypothesis about Eumenides' plan, which will help us move forward.
I see.
Okay.
Well,
Continue.
let's get to it. Hold out your hands.
What does this key open?
The Laurel Craft Vault. There's a secret vault in the cellar that can only be opened with this key. You'll find a polarized light reader on the table
Right.
inside. Bring it back to me.
Isn't this key too precious to give to me?
I think it's the right choice. I trust you.
It's an unusual shape.
It's made of pure starite, so it's very difficult to duplicate. Most Aristoi use this kind of lock to protect their important belongings. The key is a symbol of the workshop owner. It's no mere luck that you now have it in your possession.
What do you mean?
I'm speaking literally. Let's get back to the matter at hand. The workshop was closed down by the soldiers, and the door is now locked. You can get in from the second floor of the building next to it. Come back once you have the polarized light reader. I'll wait out here for you.
All right then. Wish me luck.
Ok. Šta kaže naš journal? Če?
That's the way to the bazaar. Let's concentrate on the workshop mission first.
Got it.
That's the way to the bazaar. Let's concentrate on the workshop mission first.
Got it.
Workshop. A gdje je workshop? Možda da je nešto baš očigledno, samo sam ja debil.
Why would there be a Colossus here? Great! Minerva didn't tell me that. I'll get to her later.
Čekaj, jel su sad Kolosusi redovni protivnici protiv kojih ću se redom boriti? Koji nije tako je.
I heard a strange noise. Are you all right?
Yeah, thanks. But I would have appreciated a heads up about the Colossi in there.
That isn't how it's supposed to be. The Colossi shouldn't act without orders.
Strange. Could someone have known we were coming?
Svašta. Okej, čest uliženje. Ali ja sam ja pa ne znam gdje.
Here, give me a moment to talk to the Colossus.
What are you doing?
I'm changing the ownership of it, making me its sole master. Just a precaution. Done. Now, where were we?
My kingdom in Bari and my king. The king heard the goblins had retrieved rare starlight artifacts from Aphes, so he summoned them to the palace, but...
That's quite enough exposition. Please, just get to the point.
The king was cursed by the magic of the starlight, just like what happened to the people in your city.
All because of the goblins' thievery, which I have no sympathy for. But the curse of stars in Aphes was a terrible accident. To some extent, your king was a victim.
So...
I'm glad to help you, noble warrior. The starlight necklace I gave you can protect you from being cursed by magic. Of course, there are starlights with other attributes that can relieve the king's suffering. But if I want to eradicate this curse so that no one will have to worry about it ever again, I must ask for your help now.
Can't you let me take the stardust to the king to ease his pain first?
That's not the concern right now. We're running out of time. The Trinity is coming. If we miss it, we'll have to wait another millennium for the ritual. If the curse of stars is lifted, you won't have to worry about it anymore.
Yes, but...
If it fails, the curse won't only affect Aphes, but every nation in the world. Can't you see? It's the only logical course of action.
I know, you're right. I'll help you resolve the crisis as soon as possible. What do you need?
Great. Now, I need more materials like this.
Okay.
So even Ambari could end up in trouble. It sounds even worse than I thought. Does Eumenides really want to save it all? I could tell Papa didn't entirely trust him, though. Me neither.
Okej, ima još za dole, ali... Čestan iđe. Grčkom sam krenuo izgleda kuda treba. A šta ćeš? Da, krenuli smo greškom kuda treba.
Hurry up and confirm the order. My father told us to prioritize Blue Star's orders. Hurry up! My God, it's too early to be lazing about.
Hey, Minerva, calm down, or the flowers on your head will wither.
Human, when did you get here? I wasn't expecting...
Do I need to make an appointment to see my wife?
No. What are you looking at? Get back to work.
I've come to remind you that I've made reservations for tonight's performance. I'll pick you up this afternoon.
Pick me up? But I'm not decent. I need to get changed.
Changed? You don't need to. You look beautiful just as you are.
Well...
I must leave to get to the mine. Be kind to the workers. They have been working hard.
Yes, I will. Take care, human. What are you giggling about? Get back to work.
Yeah. Okay.
Is this what humanities used to be like? It's hard to imagine. As for Minerva... well, she hasn't changed much.
Okej, trebao bi da idem tamo. Ali... Znači svejedno ne mogu da idem ovdje. Bravo ja. Tipičan ja, mnogo muke, nije oko čega. Da, dobro, nije bila baš neke pretjerane muke, ali... I...
The vault should be right there in the back.
Okay. No, mehanika u igri, sviđa mi se. A šteta što i to nisu napravili kao da moram da izaberem odgovarajuće oružje.
This must be the polarized light reader. But the vault seems to have been cleared out.
Okej, idemo do Minerve.
How did it go?
The colossi weren't too difficult to handle. Here, I got the polarized light reader. Also, I saw lots of valuable looking boxes inside, but they looked ransacked. Someone must have been there before me.
The only person who knows how to get into the vault besides myself is... human.
What would he have come for?
I have a theory, but I need to test it with the polarized light reader. Now that you can use the conduit to teleport, you can return with me, or stay here to explore some more. I'm off to the shelter to prepare for the analysis. Don't be too long.
Okay. Ok, sviđa mi se što igra postepeno dodaje nove mehanike u igru. Nije ono kao paf, sve odjedared pa jebi ga, ne sjetimo se više nikad to da iskoristimo. Okej, teleport. O. Šta? Okej. Ovdje imamo jednu ovu lasicu i 5 čestova. Hvala na hremi. Šta? shelter. Wow, imam ono posebno kao the shelter. Nije mi tamo ono gore nego the shelter. Okej. Gdje mi je Minerva?
Hey, sweetie, what's up?
Upgrade weapon? Okej, može. Okej. Please, ništa.
Thank you.
Good. Now that we have the polarized light reader, we can begin.
Wow. What is this?
Just a moment. I need to analyze this conduction ring first. Reversing the flow. A nexus. A ritual. So that's what he's up to. Hilda, the chests inside the Laurelcraft treasury have all been ransacked, right?
On my honor.
Good. I believe you. Unfortunately, I now know what Eumenides is doing. You may already be aware of this, but on that towering peak behind the city, there is a light that shines unceasingly. That's the Nexus, Aphes' biggest and purest starlight. Bestowed upon us, we believe, by the Three. Our civilization developed around the Nexus, and achieved glory by the use of magic. However, even thousands of years of research haven't enabled us to fully control its power. Eumenides is trying to master the Nexus in order to gain its limitless power.
Could the device from this design allow him to control the Nexus?
Yes. Eumenides instructed the Northwind Legion to gather the materials necessary to make conduction rings, and then install them in each conduit. The conduits were originally intended to distribute the power of the Nexus. However, conduction rings alter the direction of the energy flow, concentrating all of the energy of the conduit in the hands of the user. That energy could then be used to control the Nexus.
Wouldn't that be problematic?
Trying to control the Nexus with excessive and unrefined force could make it unstable. If the energy isn't controlled properly, it could trigger another apocalyptic magic storm.
And if he can control it properly?
This is just speculation, but he could gain mastery of all living things. Curse or no curse. He could choose to remove our curse, or he could lead us in another direction. And then, even if you wear an amulet, neither you nor the Northwind Legion will be able to escape his grasp. Everyone will become a puppet in his hands. He alone will decide the fate of every one of us.
No, I won't allow that to happen.
Neither will I. We must do everything we can. Hilda, we must stop your father from completing his mission and put an end to Eumenides' plan. I must stop him. Let me know when you're ready, and we'll continue our work.
I'm ready. What are you planning to do?
Hilda, you've proved yourself to me. I've seen your ability and your determination. And I have seen your destiny. From now on, I hope things will be more equal between us.
What do you mean?
I mean, we share the same goal. From now on, I'll do everything I can to help you, and I'll tell you all about my objectives and plans. Understand?
That's surprising. What made you change your mind?
Because you're... No, never mind. I just think things will be better this way. Don't you agree?
Of course. And I'll repay your trust. It's the Northwind Legion's way. I'm happy we can be friends.
Friends? That's not really what I had in mind.
Oh, did I misunderstand?
No, you're right. It's as you say. So, I finished deciphering the documents Marissa brought back. This is the biggest breakthrough we've had so far. I'm confident that we can deal with the crisis in Aphes. However, that will only make the next thing we need to do even more challenging. I'm really going to need your help.
You can count on me. So, what's your plan?
To tell you that, I need to first tell you about Asterigos. 1,000 years ago in Aphes, Eumenides and I came up with a plan that would lead all Ephesians into a bright new era. Inside the city, we constructed a system of conduits and gave every resident, regardless of their class, a resonator. Resonators, just like your necklace, generate a resonance with a conduit, allowing the user to enjoy the benefits that magic brings. But something went wrong. More and more people suffered magical mutations as a result of the resonators. Eumenides frantically tried to find the cause of the problem and solve it, but to no avail. Nothing he tried could stop the spread of the magical mutations. Until he came across an ancient legend. According to this legend, anything could be achieved by performing a ritual called aspiration on Trinity Night. Disregarding widespread opposition, he went ahead and performed the ceremony, wishing to remove the magical mutations by manipulating the power of the Nexus. But the ritual ended in failure. It was that night that Asterigos descended upon Aphes.
No wonder you say he's the culprit. And no wonder you react so strongly whenever I mention him.
So now you know. Anyway, to get back to the point, my plan is to perform the aspiration again, but this time, do it correctly.
Again? Didn't you say the power of the Nexus can't be controlled?
I understand you have doubts, so feel free to ask me anything.
What was in the documents that Marissa brought back?
It was research proving that a similar ritual had been successfully performed several millennia ago. In addition to it needing to be performed on Trinity Night, the ritual requires 3 ancient relics in order to keep it stable.
Relics are the key. So 1,000 years ago, Eumenides failed because he didn't have the relics.
Exactly. And now he's disregarding the research and planning to do things his way.
We can't allow him to repeat the same mistake.
And let's not forget, even if he's successful, it'll only make him even more of a threat.
Yes, that's true.
Tanrius's research also points out that the Nexus was damaged because of Eumenides' last failure. Unless we can find a way to repair its structural matrix, performing the ritual again will be extremely dangerous. So, we need to collect the 3 relics, find a way to repair the Nexus, and persuade Eumenides to let us use it.
I get the feeling he's not an easy person to persuade.
There are many ways to persuade someone. We just need to find the right one.
But I don't understand. Why does Eumenides want to work with my father?
Because he no longer has any other allies in the city. Right now we lack cohesion. It is difficult for us to unite.
But with his abilities, it wouldn't be difficult for him to do it alone, would it?
It's true that Eumenides can use his apparition to shuttle back and forth, but the apparition can't touch solid matter. With his help, the Northwind Legion are highly maneuverable and are inherently very skilled warriors. Moreover, they're the only ones who don't know who Eumenides is. He's unlikely to let go of the Northwind Legion before the ritual is complete.
It's awful the way he's using them. Knowing my father, he'd never return empty-handed if he found a way to save the king.
I'm positive Eumenides won't share with him the details of the ritual or its outcome. If we see your father, we must make him see Eumenides for who he really is.
So, what should I do now?
I think I know where the relics mentioned in the documents are. Aphes is governed by 3 archons, each of whom inherited an ancient relic, a symbol of their status. The real function of these relics has been forgotten through the ages. Now they're merely regarded as symbolic. Fortunately, I know where to find these archons. or at least I have a clue to their whereabouts.
That sounds promising.
The trouble is, even if I can find them, I don't know if I'll be able to communicate with them.
Well, I've got my work cut out for me. Time to put my talents to good use.
There's also Tanrius and his wife, who went missing in the mine while searching for a way to repair the Nexus. 4 objectives this time. Understood? Let's get started.
Ok, polako privodimo kraju. E sad, nisam siguran šta bi prvo rešavao ovo ili ovo, a onda posle ovo i ovo.
After Eumenides imprisoned Petrius, the Archon of Clergy, in Styx, all the information that remained of him was but a few rumors. The only useful bit I can provide is this. His Archon relic wasn't confiscated when he was jailed, so you should focus your investigation on Styx. Petrius has always been the most cunning and dangerous character in Aphes. I don't know if he's willing to negotiate, or even if he's still in prison. This operation is not one I can aid you in directly. I must rely on you to gather what information you can without me. Ah, yes. And as for the Northwind Legion member you mentioned, Otto, please refrain from revealing any of the adherents' plans to him before I can see him myself. I'm sure you understand.
Ok, Odo, to je onaj sa mačem I štitom.
For centuries, Tanrius the Scholar searched endlessly for the key to fixing the aspiration. This is one of the foremost reasons for my having founded the Adherents. I always knew that he and his wife wanted to explore the deeps, but I never thought they would go off in such a hurry. I understand Marissa's worries, but I have other matters on my mind. They wouldn't make such a plan recklessly. They must have discovered some key to repairing the Nexus. Hilda, go and find them or any new clues they may have left behind. The Adherents need any potential help we can get.
Okay.
Argus Plaza. Don't be too surprised. To obtain the Archon of Legion's relic, you must challenge the Archon's elite warriors with me. Yes, this we will do together. Among the Aristoi, the reputation of Marble, the Archon of Legion, has hit rock bottom, and word of you defeating Eulalia has spread. I happened to get in touch with him and asked him to loan me the Archon relic in his possession. Marble agreed, but on 2 conditions. To clear my name, I must participate in the challenges of the traditional Trials of Remission, and you and I must meet with him at the Laurel Mansion, my old home. This is our only chance, so we must seize it. There is a path behind the Laurel Craft that leads to the Argus Plaza. It leads directly to the mansion, but you'll have to go in by a small road on the right side of the main entrance. An Aristoi named Narcus will meet you there.
Ok, nekim malecnim putem da idemo do tamo. Ima 2 papira?
After Eumenides imprisoned Petrius, the Archon of Clergy, in
Ima 2
Styx,
papira?
all the
3
information
papira?
that remained of him was but a few rumors.
Znam,
The
već
only
smo
use-
čuli, ne smaraj.
For centuries, Tanrius
I
the
to smo
Scholar
već
searched
čuli, ali
endlessly
papira
for the
nismo
key to
videli.
fixing the aspiration. This is one of the foremost reasons for my having founded the sunken outskirt. The Archon Serene went missing many years ago, but we received some new information recently. And this time, it's extremely accurate. The intelligence Quintus gave us revealed that the Warax received an urgent command to eliminate an Aristoi's personal guards. The command didn't state who this Aristoi is, but there are very few who would bring so many guards and travel to such a poor area. My guess is that it's Serene, or at least her guards. We need to find a way to use this information and take back the Archon relic. I don't know if she's still alive, but the whereabouts of both her and the relic are worth our attention. Perhaps it is my own selfishness, but regardless, indulge me.
Selfishness, šta bi to bilo? Očeček.
The sunken outskirt.
Ne.
The Archon Serene went missing many years ago, but we received some new information recently. Please speak.
So. Ništa.
Time is of the essence.
Sad, pravo da vam kažem, nisam siguran šta bi preradio. Možda bi bilo bolje da nastavim redom, kao što sam i već krenuo. Fast travel. Definitivno ne. Ne. Ovdje. Teleport. Nešto mi se čini da mi implicira da bi to trebalo zadnje da uradim, ali pošto sam njega prvo dopratio dotle, bilo bi okej da nastavim tim putem, kako da objasnim. Ne znam za vas, ali meni se spava, tako da laku noć, ja bi ovo sutra nastavio. Nadam se da ću uspjeti da snimim dovoljno epizoda. Tako da laku noć i sayonara do sljedećeg videa.